the next day, Perona and Fushi reached a house. Perona was very happy because they had successfully overcome all the difficulty. Next, we are introduced to two brothers named Gugu and Rin. They lived together in a tent in the forest and both shared a dream of living together in a big castle. They knew they would have to work very hard for this, so they worked for a farmer, taking goods to the market to sell. In the market, Gugu always kept an eye on a girl whom he liked very much, but he knew she was from a very rich family, so he never tried to talk to her. One day, a man, known to everyone as a liquor dealer, came to Gugu's shop. After he left, Gugu learned that the man lived on the mountain, and there were also many rumors about him selling various drugs. That evening, when Gugu got home, he saw some boys talking to his brother, but they all left as soon as he arrived. So he asked his brother about those boys, but he brushed off the question. Gugu then noticed their savings box from which some money was missing. When he asked his brother about it, he again brushed off the question. Gugu took this as theft and went to hide the box in a new spot. The next day, Gugu noticed a dog with its name, Mia, written on its collar. He immediately decided to take care of it. A little later, Gugu heard the voice of the dog's owner, who was loudly calling for it. Going closer, he saw that the owner was none other than the girl he loved. Gugu immediately returned Mia to the girl, and happy with this, she gave Gugu a very expensive ring, telling him that if he sold the ring, he would never have to sell vegetables again in his life. Gugu was very happy after this, but his happiness was short-lived. When he got home, he saw that his brother had run away with all his money, leaving behind a letter that said he was going far away to earn more money. Gugu knew this was a lie. So, for the next few days, Gugu remained very sad. He had no interest in anything. One day, while walking alone, Gugu noticed a very large wooden log flying over his head, which fell near him. The owner of the log couldn't lift it alone, so he went to look for help. But behind his back, the log started rolling downwards, and Gugu noticed his beloved down below. To save her, he ran at full speed and just in time pushed her out of the way. But his luck ran out, as in the process of saving the girl, Gugu's face came under the heavy wooden log. Gugu accepted that he wasn't going to survive now and was just waiting to die. Just then, he learned that the girl's name was Rin. A little later, the liquor dealer spotted Gugu and came to save him. He took him to his house and performed surgery on his face. When Gugu woke up, he saw that his face was completely disfigured. The brewer told him it was sheer luck that Gugu was still alive. The brewer also gave him a mask to cover his face so he wouldn't be ashamed of his appearance. 3 months after this, Perona and Fushi arrived at their house. Perona told the brewer and Gugu about Fushi's powers. The brewer told them that Fushi could actually be used as a very dangerous weapon, and therefore, different countries would surely want to seize him. Gugu and Fushi soon became good friends. Gugu taught Fushi how to bathe for the first time in his life, as Fushi was now going to live with them, and it was important for him to learn a few things. One day, the brewer and Perona were joking about protecting Fushi, but hearing this, Gugu became angry because he considered Fushi his brother and was always ready to fight for him. One day, while Gugu and Fushi were talking, Rin came to their house. Gugu was stunned to see her. Rin had actually come there to get medicine to heal a wound she received 3 months ago, the wound she got when Gugu saved her. But Rin still didn't know that Gugu was the one who saved her life. However, a little later, Rin's attention shifted from Gugu to Fushi, which made Gugu very angry because Rin would never see him as an ordinary boy again. A little later, Rin asked the brewer for permission to stay at their house, and the brewer agreed. Rin promised to return the next day with her belongings and left. That evening, Fushi showed Gugu his powers, explaining that he could create all the fruits he had previously eaten. He could also conjure all the weapons that had been used to attack him. During this conversation, Gugu said something that hurt Fushi very much, and late that night, Fushi transformed into the wolf and went outside to sleep. The next day, when Rin asked Gugu about Fushi, Gugu had no answer, but Gugu knew Fushi would return soon because they were preparing his favorite food today. After this, he went to the brewer, who was preparing medicine to heal Rin's wound. Just then, he inserted a pipe into Gugu's mask and extracted some liquid. Gugu didn't understand anything, so he asked the brewer for an explanation. The brewer told him that he had implanted a special organ inside Gugu that produced a special alcohol, which could also be used as medicine. Gugu was completely shocked to hear this and felt so bad that he ran out of the house at full speed. As Gugu left, Fushi arrived home. Rin told him the whole story and asked him to find Gugu, but Fushi flatly refused. Perona tried to explain to Fushi that Gugu did all the housework and his absence could cause them a lot of trouble. Fushi replied that he would do all the work in Gugu's place from now on. After this, he went into the kitchen and prepared some food, which everyone immediately rejected as terrible. Now everyone missed Gugu. Meanwhile, Gugu had gone back to living in his old tent. The next day, when Gugu went to the market, everyone was scared of his mask and considered him a monster. After this, Gugu found his old employer and went to ask for work again. The employer was a very good man, so he immediately hired Gugu. But that night while eating dinner, the owner's son, Chen, flatly refused to let Gugu stay in their house. The owner tried hard to convince him, but he wouldn't listen to his father. So Gugu promised them that he would sleep in his tent and start working as soon as morning came. On his way back home, some thugs attacked him and forcibly removed his mask. After this, he decided that he would never wear a mask again, and from now on, people would have to see his real face. Fushi, day by day, tried to do his work properly, but he failed every time. So he went to Perona for help, who advised him to find Gugu and bring him back home. One evening, Chen came to Gugu's tent and insulted Gugu badly, because of which Gugu decided to quit his job and was now looking for a new one. But because of his face, no one was willing to hire him. He even decided to sell the ring given to him by Rien, but he changed his mind at the last moment. While walking on the road, he noticed a man lying on the roadside who looked like he hadn't eaten for days. Going closer, he saw that it was none other than Gugu's brother. Seeing his brother in such a condition, Gugu felt very bad and he gave him Rien's ring, asking him to sell it so he could improve his situation. Saying this, Gugu left. That night, while sleeping in the tent, two people kidnapped Gugu with the intention of selling him for money. But Fushi attacked them, and seeing a wolf in front of them, the two fled. But Gugu recognized Fushi immediately and was very happy to see him. Fushi then told Gugu that Perona had explained to him that only Gugu could help him learn new things, and that is why Fushi wanted Gugu to come back home with them. But Gugu was still angry about the brewer's actions, so he refused to go with Fushi. However, he passed out due to being hungry for several days. After this, Fushi took Gugu back to the tent, where he gathered a lot of food for Gugu using his powers. Gugu ate the food until his stomach was full. After this, Mia happened to wander into their tent, and after playing with Gugu for a while, it left. Gugu, understanding Fushi's powers, told him that at one time, Gugu and his brother had a chance to live in a very good family, but then that family decided to leave the city. He suggested that Fushi might be able to become anything or bring anything back because he was severely shocked by the death of someone close to him. Therefore, Gugu asked Fushi to help him experience sadness. Gugu now wanted Fushi to take his form after killing him so that he could always remember him. These were very emotional words between the two. Just then, Rien also arrived at the tent, saying that Mia had shown her the way here. But as soon as Gugu saw Rien, he hid his face so Rien couldn't see him. But Rien told him how much everyone at home missed him after he left, and they couldn't even eat properly without him. And the brewer had also promised that he would remove the organ from Gugu's body so it wouldn't affect him. But Gugu said that he had thrown the mask somewhere in anger, and he couldn't go home without a mask. Rien replied that she didn't care about Gugu's face, but Gugu was not ready. So Fushi promised that he would find his mask and bring it back. As Fushi left, Rien took off her clothes and showed Gugu her wound, which she believed her father had caused by pushing her. But she didn't know that Gugu had pushed her to save her life, which is why Gugu's face was in this condition today. Gugu couldn't believe his eyes. Rien said that she wished she was born into a family that was not rich, and Gugu had always wished since childhood that he was born into a rich family. After this, Rien asked Gugu about his injury, which Gugu thought it best not to answer, as he believed if he told Rien the truth, she would hate him. Rien brought a special mask for Gugu because she wanted to know Gugu better, even if she couldn't see his face. Meanwhile, as Fushi went to retrieve Gugu's mask, the man in black clothes warned him again, saying that the enemy was watching Fushi all the time. Gugu and Rien were roaming the market when Rien's father arrived to take her back home, but Gugu pushed him to save Rien, after which they both ran away. Fushi found the two of them at night while they were sitting by the river. Fushi had Gugu's mask with him, which he had found, so Rien decided to wear the mask she had brought. Back home they met Rien's maid, who recognized Rien despite the mask. So the three of them started running, but the maid was also chasing them. They knew that if she found out about their house, there could be a lot of trouble. So they asked Fushi to stay behind and distract her. And according to the plan, Fushi took March's form and distracted the maid. But then Fushi's enemy attacked him again. The sound of this attack reached Gugu, who immediately ran towards Fushi, asking Rien to go back home and wait for him. Upon reaching the place, he understood that the creature Perona was talking about was the one that had attacked Fushi.